So as I'm sitting around, I'm talking with Eileen, I'm talking with Margaret. All of a sudden, this girl from the video, the wipe your ass video, she randomly just says, nigga, she talking about me? Because I kind of got a thing going on with Margaret, so I'm not gonna lie to you, Eileen, and act like I kind of like Margaret. What the fuck is a righteous glory? If you've seen the channel name before, then you already know who I am. Okay, so this one's a little more fun. Hopefully I can finish this story before my camera fucking dies, because if I don't, then I probably gotta edit and illustrate some shit to make up for the fact that there's no visual. This is a story about the girl that tried to use me for a rebound, or try to use me as a rebound for quite a while. I've had a lot of girls in my life that try to fuck around with me while they had a boyfriend. And it's just like, why do I attract the taken bitches? I know that I would really mess with my moral code and my integrity to mess around with a girl that has a boyfriend. I know that I would never do something like that. And I even have my own views about hooking up or even connecting with the girl, but that's besides the point. So for some context, if you haven't watched this video in which I talked about how this girl did some crazy freaky shit in my fucking old high school, then I recommend you probably watch that first, even though at the same time I really don't recommend it because that video is kind of fucking cringy. But if you want to know like the full story, you want to know a little more about the characters in this video, then I would recommend you check it out first. This fucking story is kind of ongoing, but the gist of it is this girl has been trying to get with me for the longest. I swear I've been like the rebound nigga, and I hate being that nigga, but I always somehow end up finding myself in rebound situation. My camera died. Okay, let's try and finish this video in fucking audio, maybe draw or something. Oh my gosh. All right, I gotta change up my content. So I went to high school with this girl. Her name was Eileen, as I stated in the last video. She was kind of like my wingman, wing woman, and she helped me kind of get cool and getting good with some of the other girls within my school. The head of that group, I ended up being cool with her the second I came to that school. And because I became cool with her, I became cool with her whole group of friends. And within this group of friends was Eileen. And originally, I didn't really have my eyes set on her, but over time, I kind of started to like her vibe. I remember one day she randomly came up to me and just started talking to me. We just started going from there. We would kind of flirt back and forth. We kind of play around every now and then. And mind you, as a disclaimer, I'm not no fuck nigga shit. I didn't know she had a man at the time, so I was going kind of all in. Like, I didn't care. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Back in high school, I had a little bit like a I don't give a fuck type of attitude until I found out you had a man. If you had a man, then I kind of did give a fuck. But besides that, I made it do what it do. You feel me? Pause. I didn't mean it like that. So yeah, I remember one time we were sitting around in class. I don't know if we was talking about sex or some other shit, but pretty much the conversation of like skinny guys came up and like girls and their experience with skinny guys. And that same girl Eileen was talking about,
I've only dealt with bird chest niggas in my life.
And I'm just like, what's good with bird chest niggas? What's good with us skinny guys? I pretty much checked her about her comment about skinny guys, because she was just talking like as if they ain't shit. And then she was like,
yeah, you know what, you're right, because skinny niggas got good dick.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, yo.
She want me. She want me. She want me. Why you trying to get who you trying to get sexy for?
After that, I'm just like, all right, she already want me, whatever. We talking, whatever. We see each other in school. I kind of flirt back and forth, I'll touch and feel up on her. And one day, the original girl that invited me to her group of friends, that headed the girl group, I don't know what to fucking call her. She's actually the same girl that was in the video, I mentioned the video about, is it sus to wipe your ass? She's the one that made that comment. She was the head of this group of girls. I'm kind of talking too much, but listen, Margaret was pretty much a girl that I liked, and she was like my high school crush. So as I'm sitting around, I'm talking with Eileen, I'm talking with Margaret. All of a sudden, this girl from the video, the wipe your ass video, she randomly just says, nigga, she talking about me? Because I kind of got a thing going on with Margaret, so I'm not gonna lie to you, Eileen, and act like I kind of like Margaret, because Margaret was like a new girl in the school. Like, she kind of came out of the blue. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling it. I think a lot of people were feeling it, but I was really feeling it. And right at that moment when I found out that she had a man, I'm like, all right, bro, like, you moving mad. I talked to her regularly, but I talked to her more on like a platonic level. I stopped touching her. It was just like, yeah, we friends. I didn't really care because I wasn't so emotionally invested in her. And it's kind of ironic too, because I actually met her boyfriend like once or twice, and he's actually a chill ass dude. And he one time looked at my Instagram and seen this video of me, like last year I did a video on my film and interview channel in which I like fed the homeless and I kind of listened to their stories and whatnot.
Yo, isn't that for the homeless, bro?
And he said that video was dope as fuck. She relayed the message to me saying that he fucks with my content and the shit that I do. Now that I'm cool with him, I really cannot violate, because like, I know his girl. I know that she's kind of trying to get at me, but I'm cool with bro. Like, I'm not gonna violate this man. Like, man, he's a cool guy. It's funny because CJ, that same girl that I kind of did what I did in that first video, I keep referencing the first video, but that's the only way I can explain it. CJ broke up with her boyfriend on that day. Yes, CJ also had a boyfriend. You know what I was talking about before with, girls and their boyfriends and me attracting these type of women? I have no idea why I do, but You feel me? Like, yeah, it just happened. CJ broke up with her boyfriend right before Valentine's Day. So now I went over to Eileen and I said, yo, like, it's crazy. I feel like everybody's breaking up with their boyfriends right before Valentine's Day. She was like,
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, because me and my man is doing good.
bro, I swear, like, on everything, right after school, I go to work. As I get off of work and I'm heading home, I check my phone and I see a text from Eileen saying,
I'm single, life is great, LMAO.
what the fuck did I tell you, my nigga? I knew it. I fucking knew it. So I pretty much just asked her what happened, what's going on. And she just tells me some bullshit about, you know,
He doesn't understand me, and he doesn't respect me, and he doesn't take time to listen to how I feel.
then she even takes like a further turn right or left. Yeah, like she takes like a whole turn left.
I know that you understand how I feel. You make me feel good. You're always there for me when I need you. You hold it down for me.
You better go talk to your man and go work that shit out. I'm not in the picture right now. And the whole time I'm just thinking to myself, bitch, you just trying to get in my drawers. You're not getting in this shit. Long story short, I hang up on her. She goes talk to her man. And the next day they get back together. And then literally a few months later, they break up. Now we're in lockdown. Now it's quarantine and everything. And she comes back to me and says,
I just broke up with that man. It's over. I chose to focus on myself.
and all this other bullshit. And at the time I was bored. You know, it was quarantine, it was lockdown. The only thing I really did in the beginning of lockdown was play PS4 with the homies. So as I was playing PS4 with the homies, I was like, all right, I'll sit here and talk to her. I'll talk to her on the phone. I'm bored. I don't got no one else to talk to. So that's what we did. I talked to her on the phone for a few hours. We kind of talked, we flirted, we bantered. I knew like, you know, like this ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm not really trying to take her seriously. And at the end of the day, I respect the guy too much to, you know, try and make a move on this girl. This cycle repeated quite a few times until one day she calls me back and, you know, we on the phone again. We're talking and shit. And then randomly I tell her, like, bro, I'm telling you, I was thinking with the wrong head. I don't know what was good with me, but I was thinking with the wrong head. Yo, you know how to braid hair? Because that was back when I had hair. Like, now I don't got no hair, but
Yeah, I know how to braid hair.
and she showed me some hair like she'd braided in the past. I'm like, Saturday I got the free crib. So you could pull up on Saturday and you could braid my hair. You know what the fuck I was talking about. I was not talking about no fucking hair braiding. Like, that's not what I was thinking about at that moment. And like I told her, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna let you know. Because she didn't live that far away from me. She only lives a few blocks away from me. So as I said that, you know,
She's like, I bet, let me know.
and then, you know, as we get closer to Saturday, I started thinking like I started thinking a little more logically. And I'm like, oh, shit, I actually told her to pull up. Like, bro, you can't do this shit. Right when Saturday came, like, it took a lot in me to not text her and say to pull up and, you know, come suck this dick. But, you know, I didn't hit her up. And because I didn't hit her up, we didn't talk for a hot ass minute. It's funny because when we were on the phone and flirting back and forth, we were talking about how we both like to be sexually satisfied. Long story short, she proceeded to tell me how she has that Gawk 3000, you know, turntables. Huh? I don't know what the fuck I just said. I was thinking with the wrong head for a while, but, you know, I did eventually snap out of it and I hit her up. Again, a few months later, like this is like 5-6 months later, something comes up. I think it was like her birthday or my birthday. I think on my birthday, she texted me like, happy birthday. Oh, cool, all good. And then I remember on her birthday, I hit her up and then we just kind of started talking. We started catching up and I asked her, I'm like, oh, how's everything with your man? Because, you know, part of me knew like she'd broken up with him and got back with him so many times that they're probably back together at this point. And I would see his IG. I would see they were together. So I'm like, yeah, they probably got something going on. She told me like,
Oh yeah, we're doing so good now. We're doing a way better job communicating. I think this relationship is really going places.
bro, I swear, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I'm like a bad omen for like a lot of these relationships. But 2 days later, she texts me and says,
I'm single again. It's lit.
what the fuck is you doing in my inbox again, bro? She texts me that, but then she also texts me like,
You're probably thinking like, yo, this dumb bitch, like all the time, every time.
at this point, I'm so over her ass. I just sent her a voice memo saying, I mean, you said it, not me. She responded with,
LMAO, I decided to choose myself this time. I can't deal with these guys anymore.
like she pretty much told me about how niggas ain't shit and that she chose to love herself before she loves anyone else. This shit that all these thoughts say to themselves to make themselves feel better after they get broken up with or fucked over. And after she said all that, I responded with this voice memo right here. And scene. You know, your performance is usually better than that. Usually come with something a little more believable. But I mean, hey, I wish you the best. Nonetheless, I really do. And since then, we haven't talked. She tried to text me not too long ago and ask me for something, but, you know, I was not trying to give it to her. I'm just like, who the fuck is you texting trying to demand some shit of me? But yeah, I don't know why I told this story. I just thought it was kind of interesting, and it's just something a little fun that I kind of would let you guys know. More of the story is stick to your values, stick to your principles. If you know you're not about something, then don't be about it. And don't do shit like this and get yourself caught up in situations with problematic women. Because, bro, once you get involved with problematic women, it's very hard to get out. I tell guys guys all the time. Like, I know that y'all is just trying to hit something, but bro, there's millions of fish. That's wait, I shouldn't say that. That's bestiality. There's millions of girls that just want to be hit. Like, you don't have to hit the girl with her boyfriend. Like, this sounds like abuse, but you know what I mean. Please keep your dick in your pants. Like, relax yourself. Don't get yourself caught up, because there's all types of shit and so many different like stories and shit that I know of. Just niggas getting caught up in some fuckery. Man, just be safe out there. And I also told you guys this story because on Friday, I don't know when this video is going up, but on the Friday of this week, I'm going to a party and she's gonna be there. So probably gonna be kind of awkward, but it is what it is. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry that, you know, you couldn't see me on camera this time. I try to make it as entertaining as possible despite the fact that there was no fucking visual. But I will see you guys next time. Take care. Deuces.